Every generation gets a label. And now the world has decided Gen Z is the anxious generation, the fragile one. But what if that diagnosis is backwards? What if the problem is not the generation, but what the generation is sensing? Before miners went underground, they lowered a canary into the shaft. If the canary died, the air was already toxic. What if Gen Z is not fragile? What if they are simply the first accurate detectors of how toxic the air has become? There are 3 layers to this, and a twist nobody saw coming. The first is economic reality. Your parents could realistically picture a future. Not luxury, just a home, a plan, and something stable to build around. Now add student debt, low entry-level salaries, and rent that eats huge parts of income before life even begins. So when someone buys a $7 coffee, that is not proof of laziness. It can be adaptation on a rigged board. Back to that classroom. 50 million students have experienced active shooter drills since the year 2000. That is not a statistic. That is children practicing death before they have even learned long division. A child does not process that intellectually. It goes into the body, and it stays there as a readiness for danger. That is why some people walk into a room and instantly clock every exit or flinch before the brain catches up. We look at them and see panic. But what we may actually be seeing is a body trained to stay on watch. In 1983, the average American child had hours of unstructured outdoor time. Today, many have less than 40 minutes. The spaces disappeared, parks locked, streets felt unsafe, and third places quietly closed, so life moved online. And online became the most efficient attention extraction machine in history, built to keep people anxious enough to never stop scrolling. They fought back with boundaries, self-protection, and a new level of psychological literacy. That part is real progress. But walls cut both ways. When every difficult person becomes toxic, the capacity to repair and stay can start to disappear. Still, a canary in a fortress is still a canary. It still knows exactly what is in the air, even if it cannot explain how. So what is wrong with Gen Z? Nothing. They are sentinels. Their anxiety is not only disorder, it is signal. They were shaped by a world that gave them a phone at 9, drills at 10, debt at 22, and then judged them for reacting. They are not broken. They are accurate. The real question is what they have been detecting that everyone else keeps refusing to feel. The canary was never the problem. The air was. If you've ever been told you're too sensitive, maybe you were just the first one to feel what was already there.